Hi all, it's been a minute.
Get it first is here for you again to tell you all you need to know. Get it first, come for all. Win diva. Get it first, come for all. Win diva. All you need to do is just to follow. Get motivated and educated. In Diva, get it first is here for you. Against all odds, we are pushing higher, we are moving higher, we are crossing boundaries, in Diva. Oh, 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 oh.
Hello. How is everybody doing? I hope you're having a fantastic weekend and getting ready for tomorrow, which is the start of a new week. Okay, so if you just joined in, thank you. So please kindly follow the channel, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget, you can also comment whatever you think about the program or whatever you think about stuff going on. And you can also help me to share. You can like, don't forget that. That's also a way of you supporting the channel. Okay, so straight to the point, actually. The topic today is Onowu, Vam Vam Vam, Adadioramma, and others form another fundraising group inside BRGIE. Just a little backstory in case you're unaware of what's been going on before now. So apparently, some people in the BRGIE government decided that they do not like the fact that Ogenkere, who is the assistant acting prime minister in BRGIE, Biafra Republic Government in SI, that they do not like the fact that he is the only one in charge of finances. He is the APM and he is technically in charge of defense. Especially according to them, that Ogenkere is the only signatory to the bank account that they use for their funding. So they decided that they would need to form a financial committee, which they made us believe that Ogenkere approved for the financial committee to be formed. They also decided that they are going to also open a new bank account, which they also make us believe that Ogenkere approved for a new bank account to be opened. Say now, Josie, okay, what is the issue now, as everything is sounding great? They got to the point when, obviously, before you open account, if it's not just one, if it's not a joint account, for example, well, especially a business account that has to do with group, the right thing to do is to have at least 3 signatories to that account. So, but for now, they say they have 2 signatories to the account, and Ogenkere is not one of the signatories. Initially, when the story broke, I thought that maybe they sidelined Ogenkere from becoming a signatory to the account because apparently they do not like the way he's handling their money. But it later came out that Ogenkere had the opportunity to be part of the signatories to that account, but he refused, according to what Vam 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 said at the time. And they also offered him to appoint someone who he trusts to be part of the signatories to the account, but he refused. Cut long story short, Ogenkere wasn't happy about the new account that was created, and that new account was used to change things about, especially on their website. So he came out on a few days ago to say that the accounts were changed, website details were changed, and he wasn't aware, and he's not in support, he was not part of it. So that was like the point where hell broke loose. So the crack that was in BRGIE began to show for people to understand that something is not right. So we have understood, like yesterday, that they've been on this since January. So it's been an ongoing case. And also yesterday, Vam 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 said that their prime minister is aware, and actually he's the one that tried to resolve the issue the way they have tried to resolve it, which is what we're going to have a look at today. So I'm just giving you sort of a background so you can understand what happened or what led to the situation where we are just now. So they got the new account and thought, okay, we're going to do a fundraising yesterday, like they always do, which is every week they have fundraising. So they thought they were going to have a fundraising yesterday, but then it happened that Sonia Barawa kicked some people out of the fundraising. And the account that was being used for the fundraising is the old account, because before then, Ogenkere had given him, in fact, has suspended some people and given mandates to people to sort of fall back again from falling back, for them to fall back to the old account and, take things back to status quo, the way they used to be. And we were like, okay, we'll see. What if these people refuse to obey his commands? But it looked like before the end of the day yesterday, things, turned around and there were new developments. So that's what we're going to be looking at today. So based on those new developments, Adadioramma on her show hosted Vam 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 and Onowu, and on that show, a lot was revealed. So we're going to be analyzing it, and we'll start with listening to part of it.
We go for Tagodi because I sing the
Okay. So, Biafrans, this is a memo that came out from a meeting.
I'm mutinye na stream.
Tinye na screen, Here, memo better from the meeting today between this man on the picture here, this man, between this man, Isaiah Harrison Anyogu, and the other Biafrans.
And Vam Vam Vam, your assistant prime minister came and see this man. He was your body just a few nights ago.
that are in CRC, and the instruction I meet here came from the leader of this particular Biafra Republic government in exile, Mazi Simon Ekpa. That resolve wire. So only I know onu cheta mbo potara senior a dissolve go CRC. Onu cheta o dere na dissolve go CRC. But for you to know that he has no power to dissolve anything, he had no choice but to go to that meeting. He went. So na meeting now on this, they agreed together, and this
Mama one can make this thing or double so that can
it's here now WhatsApp. Tap on it twice, double tap on it, double tap.
No, you
have to just double tap.
Okay.
No, you have to just double tap. Okay.
Okay.
No, you have to just double tap. 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 No, you have to just double tap.
Okay. Efo mmenya ọpụta mana mwepụ destiny ọpụ ifu.
So what you were supposed to do is to double tap, pump, double tap. He was streaming, but that's not what you were doing. That's why it wasn't working for you. But I think she eventually got it working. So we're gonna fast forward through this so we can just get on to the main thing.
I logged off work and decided that tonight I am putting in minimal effort for the rest of the night. I did feel a little guilty and decided to
attack dog for Ogenkere and gathering down on the social media.
Step into Wix Studio and handle every part of your build from one platform. Map out your project with an AI-powered visual.
With some members, that I don't know how they were informed to come and start attacking their own. Okay, no problem.
Mana the thing happened
But it is all from WhatsApp. Kissy, what there? It double tap or your guy may increase. Double tap. Okay, that's the best. How the best it can come.
When you represent to our, she's not double tapping.
I don't know television.
But double tap why again? Because they at least bigger than this one. Happier like this. Okay, so they came out from this meeting and they agreed for this memo. Okay, they agreed for this memo. So let me read it for us. Conflict Resolution Committee. So as I was saying, he attended this meeting because he knows that this is the governing council of Biafra Republic Government in Exile. And nobody can take that away. It is how the PM instituted it. Okay? So then they agreed on this. Message to Biafrans from CRC on the separation of executive role and finance role in BRGIE. Now, greetings, officials and all Biafrans. The CRC is informing you that after our meeting with the APM, so they had a meeting with the APM. Take note of that. They had a meeting with the APM. Honorable Ogechukwu Nkere, a partial resolution was reached on this subject to accommodate all Biafrans under the BRGIE umbrella. Now, partial resolution, which is a temporary resolution for this recent crisis that resulted to Sonia Akparawa becoming an attack dog for Ogenkere and gathering down on the social media with some members, that I don't know how they were informed to come and start attacking their own brethren. And Ogenkere gave the instruction and they all gathered there and started attacking everyone that obeys the instruction of the Prime Minister. So what was the reason? Because a decision was taken to separate the executive from the finance, which is for the betterment of the government and for the easy flow of what we are doing, for the best interest of both the APM and Biafrans. Okay? So now, because that crisis was there, and everybody now say, no, no, transparency need to come in. And I under accountability. And I say, okay, can I decide this year? Because the PM instruction. Can I resolve via na CRC? So CRC, together with Ogenkere, today decided to reach this agreement. We reminded ourselves about the challenges we face and emphasized that we cannot afford any quarrel, division, or destruction, and therefore reach the following resolution. Here goes the resolution. All donation must be made. Every donation, they agreed today where Ogenkere was together with them and they all agreed. All donation must be made at www.ipobinusa.org/donate and www.biafrarepublic.gov biafra.org/tax. These platforms, we have new accounts and old accounts. Onoma, and a new account. New account. New account and all that. And the new account was fully explained to everyone by our mommy, Ada Onowu, myself, and Adadioramma. We were together on that program yesterday. When that agreement was reached, was it yesterday or day before yesterday?
Yesterday,
no, on Thursday, day before yesterday.
Yes. Okay, Thursday, yes.
Day before yesterday, said so that Biafrans will have the time to reason and then come. Reason on Friday, then on Saturday they will come for the fundraising. So on Thursday, I made this program. Everybody were happy and all that. So now Adadie say, okay, because of this fight going on, Adadie at the website, so that to accommodate everybody, Kamarazie Mabiafrans in her choro, Etienne that website, the old account, Etienne the website. Etienne what the new account, double signature of Adonowu and Ada Zion. Those two signatures, of which Biafrans were even asking that the two signatures are too small, that we need more. Then we agreed that in the nearest future, very soon, there will be more signatures to that new account. So that new account that have these two signatures was posted on the website. Somebody saying Bishop Dr. Comfort Ubani, the CK, £500 donation. Now, take note that Dr. Comfort Ubani was in this particular meeting where this resolution was made.
Okay.
Now it is left.
Okay, so just for me to butt in briefly, I'm sure if you were listening, you would have heard what Vam 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 was saying. They are trying to explain how to explain that later, that is on screen there, and there is how they got to the point of trying to resolve the matter that they had. So from what I understand from Vam Vam Vam, the Prime Minister, who is Mazi Simon Ekpa, intervened in the issue and told them that what they should do is to run to the two accounts on the website, having old account and new account. So that way, if anybody comes to donate, the person would have a choice, depending on where the link was. The person would have a choice of whichever account that they want to donate to, and then they can do that. And so they had a meeting with the Ogenkere had a meeting with the CRS, and in that meeting they agreed on these things that's been stated on this communique that they put out. Okay, so let's hear him.
For Dr. Comfort Ubani, she agreed. It is left for her to know where she will put her $500.
Exactly.
If she will put it in the old account, that is what she wants. But mind you that she agreed with this decision. Oh, she voted to agree. Dr. Comfort Bishop voted to agree in this decision. I'm telling you, Ogenkere was there as the voting was taken, and the conclusion was reached, and everybody was dispersed in peace and no wahala. Okay. So for those of you that do not know about Bishop Comfort is part of the CRC. Okay. So this platform, we have the new account and the old account. Buttons for people to choose which account they prefer to channel their donation. If you love Ogenkere, you want your money to go into the account where only him have the signature, which happen to be the old account, you go there and choose the old account. If you love accounts to be kept, if you love it that the executive, which is Ogenkere, should be separated from the finance, which is the finance that will keep channeling what we are doing, so that there will be transparency. No one person will go and carry money and do as he like, as Ogenkere have been doing. So if you don't like what Ogenkere have been doing,
it's the O2 summer sale. Pick up the Samsung Galaxy Tab S10 FE Plus 5G and save up to 170.
Okay, so from what we understand there, what it's like what I had explained earlier anyway. So they have the two accounts, and when you go to donate, you have a choice of where you want to put your money in, which are the old account and the new account.
Everything Ogenkere is doing in that account, even though your fund, he will come and tell you that the money is not enough, that he's using his money. So what it means is that everything you are doing is not enough. Ogenkere is always using his money. So at the end of the day, Ogenkere ga-abịazi nye unu account ego no spend. Marakwa amara na ọda agwa anyị ego no spend. Ọda na ọkwa go no spend. Nobody is seeing it.
I mean, it's already been established, so I really don't want to go say much about this. It's already been said severally by me and several quarters that what the situation that we are, one person is the financial secretary, well, I don't know what to call him, is responsible for the finances, and that one person is the only signatory to the account. He determines what to do with the money, what to use it for, when to withdraw it. And from what he's saying now, that no accountability, that situation is not right. So it was a good intervention if people thought we needed to have a proper account where we have more than one signatory and where we can monitor income and expenditure, and know what is happening with the money for the group. But why Ogenkere has a problem with this system is very, very questionable. But then we need to move on to the main thing.
And when I
with a receipt.
Or there with a receipt. So Ode or Baka or Weapon or Siniati and that 2 million, 20 million, Yenda $10,000. Now I never take on. So I'm going to know what they go Nkunu Wata Ozuro Ogenkere Yetiria $30,000, $20,000, $10,000. So on to a kage CB umunem. All right. So Anaga, I'll see. Hold on, guys. I'll see. All Biafrans now have the option to choose which account to donate their ejema. So if you get interested in me, Ogenkere, ebon is na ogwaka Biafrans ka ahunanya. Now Biafrans believe in you. No problem. Account to get their ban. They can go and donate money into your account. And then Biafrans is na mba. I am like, who's this idiot? I'm not crying, no. Some fools think that we are crying. No, anybody that is crying, I'm sorry, don't cry. Because at the end of the day, we shall know who is who. I am Vam Vam Vam. Don't forget to. So, Abruda is in Ogwaka trust. Now, Biafrans believe in.
Okay, let's move the video a bit forward and see to the point where I don't know who came to join them, because I think they've done enough explanation regarding the new account, how the decision was made, and how they decided to move forward. But even Sobuno's already is that Ogenkere and his group and the people that support him looks like they didn't adhere to that agreement that was made in the CRC. Okay, so they didn't adhere to the agreement that was made. Some people went for the fundraising and I heard that they were locked out or rather kicked out.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, all hail Biafra.
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 Hail D.
Airborne. Yes. Gawu. Alpha Mino na ye nwere ọgụgụ isi. Onya na achala anyị. Buka ugwu. Ewelu na nke anyị, o wee bụla ofu onye bụ signatory.
Okay, I need to go back a bit more. Oh, we're born on our go Bible, so I've tried to cut off
It shall be
everyone
as
in the
nothing,
Bible.
as a thing of naught. For I, the Lord thy God, will hold thy right hand, saying unto thee, Biafrans, fear not, I will help thee. This is the word of the Lord. Obulamuya, ayo nyego kikenkie, omonem aputa ngwa unu. Onwero edeji ugebo ekilife no baka. Anya keji amoka chalacha. Ntowa busa. Ayi kedu nke bona. Ndị a niile na-eme elifa. Bona God organizations fanonia. Or president na abo financial secretary, bolo treasurer, bolo secretary, buli fenine mbano. Oburu ya na abuya. Ewelu na nkani owebula ofu onye bụ signatory. Onya na-ekwu ka ego si aga. Emonanya, can you imagine Nasilanyi? Do not pay into that website until I tell you. Obulugo dictator. Ogen Kere, Obulugo dictator.
I mean, we saw, like I said earlier, it's already been established that that situation where Ogenkere is the only person who is signatory to an account. I mean, it's ridiculous. I don't even know how. Only question on my last program, no, I say, okay, account to now Ogenkere na control. Or yeah, but the same account and they use when Mazi Simon Ekpa was there. But the same account and they use. Why was Ogenkere the only signatory to that account? It's not normal. It should not have been accepted right from the word go at all, that not only one person gonna control Gabu a signatory to a group account. It's not done anywhere. I have said it before that the normal thing is that again, when at least 3 signatories to an account, and those 3 people should be unrelated. They should not live at the same address. But I think this issue has sort of been talked about so much. So we will sort of move on from there. Actually, our target is for us to get the research development. Okay, why was Vam 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 not in the fundraising hammer yesterday? And why is, I don't know, also not in that fundraising?
Dictator.
Oh, Buluga dictator. Nantilo wanyi. Bunaye me. Ominu na ye nwere ogugu isi. Onya na achala news. Onya na ejela anya olu. Mbano. Ademi eme. Okay, so signature gidenya. I will seek a signature madna bono. Adamama. Onichagwalo obosi ogwa o. Onya keji where that new account.
But Mom, you know, even only 2 signatures to that account is not proper. You guys should have at least 3 signatories. And I don't understand how it's a problem to get more people to be signatories to an account when you have so many people in the BRGIE government, and you also have people in the cabinet. So, and the Onowu can now US, and a lot of Biafran supporters and even the big BRGIE government supporters, some Onowu supporters who live in the United States, that you can get people to be part of signatories to an account. So even in I need that self should not even be a thing to boast about, even though one would say at least it's better than Mwoboli Ogenkere, you know, na a handle.
Where Sikegoni na beba kuda wedi e wejekwa we me meeting makana ibe ekwele ekwe Ogenkere ibe ekwele ekwe onye kwuloto mkwatu enya somobeze ga kwoto gina ndi otu gini na unu we ngoko ifunu unu ngokolo account with signature now, the more trustworthy account with signature now. So now I said in your Biafrans, and you go to an option now. That website. Iga for old account. Iga for new account. Bible even wagina. All things have passed away. All things have become new. Fire!
Okay, I don't know when I say all things have passed away, all things have become new. All things are not passed away, but you were in USB, which was a new thing, and you moved back to BRGIE, which was the old one. So this doesn't even make sense. Don't go there, ma. You know, all things have passed away, all things have become new. I think for me, the best thing, instead of we don't know wow, and stirring up commotion and heating up the whole ecosystem. The best thing we want to find a way forward, which probably you guys try to do by having the new and old accounts. But well, okay. I think what I will do is to go to the website at a point and see if it's still there. Because as at yesterday, MRS fundraising or only the old accounts can AGUMF fundraising, and the people that support to new accounts, we are not in that fundraising. I'm going to sort of fast forward her a bit more because
Let me guess. You're thinking about going to therapy, and as a therapist,
we already know, or we already spoke about. Let's see.
So Dikonu, Jano, Biafra, yes. Away just ya mata onye ndu ona na-enye ndị mmadụ ebe fa na-alụ farmer na-ejekebe ụlọ that na anya farmer adị ma mmadụ chọọ igo.
Okay, I think
juzie abụkwa ada ndị mbọ si na cockroaches and roaches fachajueba
every fundraising aka anaghị eju n'enu otu o si ju tata. I don't know the same account. The same account in keys in Abakwa. Why they wait to back?
Why? Yes. On Abano Katoju Katoi. I don't know what Bokona Menwekego. Nsinaba Jukazio. Nana made
somebody say yes. Yesterday.
Yes.
Yes. Don't know Nanya.
No. But now the back, I know. I had the 14 people in the back. But now the cabinet meeting, I had the 30.
Inugia, just like what I said earlier, Vam 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 had just confirmed that in the back there are 14 people, and in the cabinet there are more than 30 people. So put that together, that's 45. So from these 45 people, okay, everybody now when back in cabinet. So let me just pin it down to 30, for example. So from that 30 people, again, what I want up to 3 people that have signatory to the government's account. Is that what you guys want to tell me? Again, what I want from that group, at least, let's even not ask you to go outside your cabinet, which you can, in the worst case scenario, you can go outside the cabinet to get an extra person to join that account. But I'm going to say, okay, no, keep you within the Asnahanona government. 3 people that are signatory to an account. Wow.
I'm good evening, my God. God very well.
Huh?
cabinet I may vote no out because no even ATM more I don't think now you need here.
Our prime minister say set through the thing like this. We say now by September. I go on like this into now by September, before September, yes. So that is why I get this way like this.
So now no go quite before, because according to Vam Vam that Mazi Simon intervened that resolution. But why is so Genkere not adhering to it from the latest developments? Go Guinea Mezino Genkere and him adhere to Mobune Izioku No, Mazi Simon Ekpagwara has said, okay, you guys should do this like this. I will soon be home in September and I'll put the house in order. Which is understandable because the short. So if he actually did intervene to say, well, we so to resolve where, because for now, again, much clarity on everything. All potassium, so Obruno prefer that solution. That means he did it in a way that na so we have the new account and the old account. People would be happy. I don't know when I'm happy. But from the latest development as at last night, it looked like even though they came out with this communique, Morgan Keren and Dotia did not follow the resolution.
You know, thank God I will go without any fight or any problem.
Yes.
Support or God the new account. So so see happy. Before then, Oga has stopped whining. He take this decision. I take. We are going forward.
Good. Because this is a Biafra, no can get it, no Biafra. Why not? No Biafra, no can get it.
If I am again, I go to Biafra career.
Because you guys were kicked out of the fundraising yesterday, from what we understand. No, fundraising, you were kicked out. Well, some of you, probably Vam 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 wasn't. And the other lady, Ruby Adazion, was kicked out of the fundraising, and there's another lady I mentioned. So, Biafra career, Unu wetara new account, change here and our website, everything. But he refused to adhere to it. And you finally had to go back to the resolution table to have a meeting with him to find a way forward. I agree. I guess so too, Emia. But then it's like he deviated from the resolution. So when we negotiate na Biafra career at all, rather on your negotiate yourself na no nke a na-ekwu ka a ga-eme.
Adadioramma say ni good room no deposit the
account.
New account.
.org.
The client review was brutal.
We're going to be underwater for weeks.
Okay.
Let me see.
The website.
Yes.
Okay. Now I've made it $10.
Hello, Bedifa.
They broke rosy.
Yes. Oh, we can joke.
So if I buy money, my history, and in a fan of when National Council of Nigeria and the Cameroons, NCNC, Papa Mbu chairman, Adia
Wow, also all about money. Yes, all about money. Let me tell you something. Without money, Biafra will never. Without money, no Biafra.
No Biafra.
We need money for Biafra. And the most important, we need that money to use that money. If I only use that money.
Yes, so they say it's all about money, only on the right, because that's all you people are fighting for. Money. Only get with ego, only get ego. I understand, you don't need ego for you name. Without money, you people will know. But when I was no dinka, that is the big question. When can na 1,000 and then 400 every and you guys even confirmed it. Nega ha na-enye na abụghị personal ego onye na-enye ya na ihe a bụ ego Biafra. This from the ego Biafra. Is it not from the same contribution that people are making that you guys are being given all that money? So no, it's all about money. It's all about who need ego need. Na na-ejikwa ego ahụ egbo mkpa unu kwesịrị iji egbo. Otu ọkwa agbata eke eweta ya eke unu ya.
iweta the money ya wee scam people aka na-akpọ mmadụ izu oshi. Then another thing nchọrọ idres ka somebody say kedu afọ dị kedu ebe this guy nọ kedu ebe ọ nọ ezi ka si wopie ọ si Sonny Light say Vam Vam Vam, remember you told PM that Biafran will so eat his head. Criminal. Let me tell you something. Let me check and dress this my brother. Let me tell you something. It will PM. And I know all these people who let PM today, yeah, between the PM. Today PM no do yes. When the PM trust through, what do PM we need PM even one day.
Ada you nwere any proof na ndị na-eme accuse no ha re Maazị Simon Ekpa no ha mere ya? Do you what up any proof any day? Si na ihe anyị na-ekwu nekwa ihe ị ga-eji abak ya otu a ka ọ dịkwa mgbe ị ka nọ na USB ị na-eme oge nke accuse na akwụrụ ya how many million emechazie mgbe ị mecha wee fall back ikwugharịkwa ọnụ si ya na ihe mekwa bụ no Rose ka ị nụrụ ya n'ọnụ ya ịsịwazịa Rose na ya pụta bịa weta proof, you know. So you guys are so quick to accuse yourselves, to accuse one another, just not to from everywhere without any proof. You won't have any proof. Sinanti in to akas no hire Maazị Simon Ekpa le to has meya or the menu. And it's very obvious that you're struggling here to defend the indefensible.
Now you forget killing men on social media. All the person PM who trust to most. Yes. Now you even got the men on social media. Today on the PM who trust to most. Yes.
Kedu ihe oge nkere na Ngozi na-eme iche unu niile at least unu atọ tukwu ebe and every other person nọ na group unu and all you content creators and all that. Kedu ihe oge nkere and Ngozi na-eme unu emebe? Or you come unu ko point accusing fingers at yourselves, ko ikpo unu Fulani, ko ikpo unu ndị na-egbu ndị ogbu ọra ọbara. Kedu ihe oge nkere na-eme iche Ngozi na-eme iche unu na nwunu aka emebe ga-ejiwe justify ya ịtụ aka si no ndị arịrị Maazị Simon Ekpa based on ihe ha na-eme? Onwe no. For me, like I said, onye nta bet ihe nebe bụ ime analyze issue otu ohu unu sikwa wee jiri aka unu buputere anya na public. Otanka mo analyze based on an outsider, you know, somebody who is outside and looking in.
Get ebe fa not today. Aka mumma na onye kpọrọ m iyi dem onye kpọrọ m iyi fom na ya da onye akpọrọ m iyi dole ma ha na ya from na ya ma lem. And even gwara gị Sonny, it doesn't mean anything. After all, on the need never na PM not today. Some of them wouldn't now PM and I like your chio. Kaji will PM when you chance, Abato be your science, or Fava Ijike, Ile, well, I tell Abato be Ike. Vam 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 Merie, Mana PM will chop that na. Oh, when you found out no be mad. And then no be mad anya.
Adahi na Kobu just you cannot defend this situation. It's understandable. Vam 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 mechari home. Maazị Simon Ekpa, pardon, yeah, you can come back into the fold. Yeah, that's fine. But stop trying to defend what cannot be defended. Because it looks ridiculous, even the way you're saying it. You absolutely has nothing to say. But it does not for so now. It's called word salad. Now you know, naturally defend the Vam Vam Vam, but you don't need to. You will just the best position is to let that slide. Omego buno omego. Onye anaha emehe. Onwekwana obuno onye imehe ihe oya ogbaghara gị, fair enough. Onye asịkwa na ọ ga-agbaghara gị anyway. That is life.
Whatever years, no matter no nyakulo okudo otu a, with anger, okudo with something, or no meaning. Okay, now isn't that na Vam 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 PM na Biafra ye lisi kanjuzi enugi keronye lele Biafra kelele lele Vam Vam Vam
Kedu otu anyị sikwa wee mara onye rere Biafra? Kedu otu anyị si wee mara onye rere Maazị Simon Ekpa? Because unu ewepụtabelu proof. So you cannot sit here asị na ọ bụghị Vam 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 when you don't know. Gị nwa na onwe gị na-ekwu okwu ịma ahụ. Ọ bụrụ na ịma na otu ahụ isi ekwu ndị ahụ na-ekwu ya na-atụ aka iwepụta proof ka ndị mmadụ hụ si lekwa proof igosiri na ndị dị otu a mere ihe dị otu a. So you guys should stop these things. You just
no,
condition or not.
Vam.
Kedu onye na-fight for ọbata obie now? Ọ bụrụ Vam Vam Vam. Otu aka ihe esi ma onye lovụlụ onye kpọrọ onye asị.
Yes.
Na n'ife na-agwa gị maka gụnwa na-ekwu okwu. Pastor Rose jere Finland. Onye ọ na believe na o jere Finland ka o jefe ọbata obie.
Yes.
O jere ebe a igbu ọbata obie egbu.
Kedu otu isi wee mara ihe o jere ime? Gị nwa na onwe gị jee Finland ke ọkwa ofu ihe ahụ ka somebody nwekwara ike ịtụkwa aka si lekwa ihe ị gara ime. Vam 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 gaa Finland, somebody nwekwara ike ịtụkwa aka si na unu gakwara igbu onye ahụ ị na-atụ aka si na achọrọ igbu. So kedu otu isi wee mara? And besides, a jụrụ gị question gbasara Vam Vam Vam. In fact, somebody make a comment. There wasn't even a question. So kedu otu o si wee gbasata this Pastor Rose now we na-achị rope into it to justify ihe na defense in a Vam Vam Vam, that defense doesn't even add up. I'm going to fast forward here because it's ridiculous.
Step into Wix Studio, the platform for.
I'm going to fast forward there because ihe na akọ adaba. Bugodi na Vam 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 mere any wrong to you guys standard in any way, in any form. And he came back and apologized, and Mazi Simon Ekpa pardoned him and brought him back into the fold. That's fine. So you guys should just leave it at that. But defend the Vam Vam Vam. That defense doesn't add up at all.
So, o mere director ekwuchala ihe ndị a mee ka anyị nwee olileanya na na-aga agwụ. They will spend their money and and the sickness will not go because ha emeela emetụ ndị.
I wanted to say something.
Hello? Ndị be anyị anakpụbeghị ụra. Hello? Nne m ụtụtụ ọma.
Mark my word, they are going to have Finland. So Ojadara to my mom na director the Mbugo Kwosina, na ifedota yade. So Omere director Eguchala Henda make I know Lanya na game with him Paga. But they will kill us. We will kill them at last. Biafra will come.
Biafra will come.
So on top of all that, don't hear game. You know, some jolly equal na because Ota Henda Negubu and God and name and they exposed because these people in my hand play a game as if they are smart, which I know they are not smart. And they smart. So many of them you can return over. In the sense that high change because they are mind, but they want to enter. A chameleon inside us.
Exactly.
Onye ọla na-achị nabata ma onye gbaghara ma onye ọla gara abatawa ka enyocha kama kwa ya nọrọ na flọọ gebe ntị olu unu dị anọrọ nọrọ na mida na-enye information ka ọ kwara naanị unu nwa ka e nwere another person ga-apụta imenwe control before you know it onye ahụ okwe chameleon ami so otu anyị hụrụ unu na ma Pastor Vam 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 ma General Mother ma agụnwa adanne ma Oremi Juice ma Biafra Unite biko ka ọ bụrụ ndị anyị ga-ejigo n'aka ndị nke ọzọ nọ na flọ anyị na-apụtacha na media ka ọ bụrụ n'ụwa ndị ga na-control this struggle for now until onye ndị apụta biko nọ.
Honestly, sometimes when I hear some of these people talk, you're like, how can somebody be so delusional? So ndị kpọrọ aha now, see ha no ka ọbụkwa no ha na control the struggle. How? So which means so they go confirmed now Nandi anu we kpọrọ Remi Juice so Biafra Unite Vam 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 Adadioramma I don't know so ha form go no group nke ha now ha ga-ejizi we na control the struggle kedu otu ha ga-esi na control the struggle now this onye anọ akpọrọ na phone a na-akọ ihe. Kedu otu ha ga-esi wee na control the struggle? What is the structure ha nwere iji control all the struggle? How? Sometimes, just people just project their, I don't understand how some people see these things. Like, it's ridiculous.
I am trying to do because no jide ota for now. Then we know that game involved, so that can happen where chameleon in our miss again, so that can make happy for liars again. Can we in that game achieve this period? Because I have some area. Another thing I'm trying to here with them now. Finland that compromise because I compromise from now till that month as I get released the right of my release here. Mark my word, they are going to have Finland is going to have problems. So so the country and Finland we have problem. Kenya, look at Kenya. Kenya is having problems.
Otunu na-esi nnọọ amamihe some people got. Now Finland ga-enwe problem ma ọ bụ na ha release ya. Finland na-follow rule of law. If they don't find him guilty, obviously they will release him. I find the Kwanya guilty, I find the guy guilty, and obviously it will be plain and the judgment will be accessible to anybody. Or to find they are guilty based on evidences of ground. Do you not think about that? It's in Obona here releasing here from now till that September. Hagen, what could do the problem? Hagen, what can he game me? Master go in na Finland. They Mazinam the canon on Nigerian soil, in Nigeria for 5 to 6 years now. Haji Chile. Can you know megoro? Nothing. So you guys should stop all these things. I need to hurry on, and I need to kandi buarisi. No bona Finland they have Finland get one problem. Ke problem Kenya jikwa ke problem each and in Kenya hani wena. Are you not aware that just a few days now George near a judgment to Mazi in favor of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu because of the way he was extradited? Huh? Finland get one problem. Could do the problem Finland did carry each and in where he came Finland now.
Problem since I'm at that on him. So Finland, Mahama name Bible says, touch not my anointed and do my prophet.
There's always been on a go for this in the Madeba country.
It's the O2 summer sale.
Finland get one problem. Can you the problem each and a Finland in where he came now? Can he game a Finland?
You have problems. Lord, me a sign. Mark my word, God is going to use blood and give them sign.
Yes.
So they should be careful. Another thing, I can with crisis is there soon. They smart enough. I can tell
them now.
Our director, mark my word, that is what is going to happen to Finland. So they should be careful. But I pity those that is involved in this struggle. The anger of God is about to rise up and deal with them soon. Mark my word, you will see it happen.
Amen.
Into problem. They will be seeking for the help. Mark my word, what is going to happen to them soon? All of them will be looking for help.
To some of you will be your joy to say go for na isi people kwesịrị ịbụ ụmụnne unu niile na-azọ Biafra but lot isi mepe ọnụ na-aga ọfọ n'isi na ha ga-enwe problem. Mark your word, who are you? Ana mark your word, prophet of our time. Na mark your word, na ha ga-enwe ọya agwọ, mark your word. Na seriously man, your fellow human being, onye gịnị ya na ekwesịrị ịdị na-egbunye n'ofu akpa, onye kpọrọ nwanne gị gịnị ya na-azọ the same Biafra. Ọ bụ na unu nweta Biafra ofu ebe ahụ ka unu ga-ala. Kino no na pụrụ na-ekwukwanụ ndị nke na ebe mama Onowu ọkọgwa bidoro wite ego Bible Jizọs sekwa nke nwasị bịara gị na ebe a ọ na-aga ofu na-ekwere ya amen na-ekwe yes.
Spend their money and the sickness will not go because he metụ ndị mela ndị mmadụ anya. So all we are praying for you people. God is with you.
And the one that all this you have said, we stand on Job 22:28 and decree and declare that it is established and the sun will shine on it. Amen.
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 Thank
you. Oh, thank you.
Thank you, ma.
You guys should stop deceiving yourselves with quoting the Bible.
Hello? The Bayana Ubehola. Hello?
Hello.
And photo ma.
Ọtụtụ ọma gị kwuru me.
Chimunanales and
Ana m ekele Ada, Mama Onowu, ana m ekele gị. Na-ekele Vam Vam Vam, ana m ekele ụlọ, Jehova bụ unu ume. N'afọ m ihe na-eme ọ dị mma. Ihere mgbe gbukwere ndị iro. Ihe m ji wee sị ka m kpọọ ụgha ayọsụ m na wọchị, ihe nsị ka m ji kpọọ. Azụ ka m gwa gị Ada, ama m ma ị na wọchị dị fundraising ịghọtago. Enwere one lady a na-akpọ Nkiru. Si na a ga-anapụ.
So onye nke a bịara ịkụ asịrị, you know. Ọ bịara ịkọ asịrị ihe ọhụrụ na-eme na fundraising ndị BRGIE ka ọ bịara ịkọ ihe Nkiru kwuru na ihe Nkiru ekwu. Oh my goodness. Ka anyị ga-egote ya nụ ihe ọ na-ekwu.
Mama Onowu na a ga-anapụ ya afọ ha na-agba ya Biafra. Na-akpọzi ya Mama Biafra again.
Obedient na-abịazi ịgwa
Ayongi, abụ m Ada Onowu, abụ m Ada Zion, abụ m Kingdom Citizen. Ejide Mama Biafra nwa eme gịnị? Ọ dị egwu. Dedo Nkiru. Ifele megbukwa gị Nkiru. Ifele megbuo gị Nkiru. Echebu m n'ịbụ mmadụ.
Mama Onowu hapụnụ ya ka o kwuo n'okwu. Like onye mmadụ kpọọ na phone, hapụ onye nke okwu okwu. My goodness. You think I've noticed something, you know, about all these people and I'm aligned to the same group. They have certain traits, certain similarities in their characters. Mama Onowu bụ onye ihe na ama just like Ada. I don't know much about Vam Vam Vam. I haven't really followed him or, you know, monitored him that much. Just like Ada na Mama Onowu were like similar character traits. It's so much. And I don't even know how they are going to work together in their new group, because give it a few weeks now, Katakata will also fall on their new group, the way they are all going. Happy Dr.
Comfort, now Dr. Comfort, Fabanya Mama Biafra, no, you have 500. A Fabalia Mama, Bishop Comfort, if you know Buefa. Mwabonya mwabola assistant Mama Bia.
Adadioramma. Ngozi Orabezo ọ pasala Igbo nke ọ gwụfọrọ.
Napo Mama Bia first you know ma laru na mola di egwu.
Anthony na-esichazi Igbo.
Next week ịma abanye na-eche na anyị abịa kpuo oche bịa na mara na social media eme fundraising. It's not possible.
I don't know why they team one akwa na azụ.
Anyị na-apụ n'oge social media. Kama na social media. Anyị wee ji nwa by inside and na-utisa.
Ihu got the problem bụ na mmadụ na-ekwu okwu too much. Ama mgbe ikwu ịbịakwa i contradict onwe gị na nke ikwubere okwu. I remember mgbe ndị kedemaha ha ndị USBs na ha chọrọ iburu imewe some part of their fundraising na Twitter, you know, adagbaka mapụta na-aba na that leaked audio na-aba na ọ bụrụ na eme the fundraising na Twitter na ya ga-etinye ọgbaghara na ya ga-epulu down the government makwa nke nwa gwa ya ga-eji wee mewe fundraising na Twitter na ha makwa joy ndị mmadụ na-enweta bayi a na-apụta ahụ ha na kelima here na social media or na YouTube. People in week follow the fundraising live, we participate here, and I had to happy to how but to be we happier. But now, the same ada now no kwana angoreze na ha ga-emewe fundraising nke ha. In fact, to start with, you were not part of that meeting, BRGIE. Otu a ga-ese ọkwa na program ga ka apụtara na ngwa ga-esi gị lekwa na aga na-emezifu na ha ga-eme their own fundraising. Otu ha ga-esi eme ịma bụrụ gị na ọ bụrụgozi as if na oge nwa initiate ya na oge nwa ga handle ya. Sometimes you need to calm down and take a step back and just allow things to go. You know, forefront. Sometimes you take a step back, you know, but in bankai, and the game of only against quiet fundraising, because that time the USB, we are not saying that Hage Bruzi all the fundraising Ghana Twitter. No, the idea was Emekwana Twitter, just to expand ways Haji erase ego. But you were vehemently against it. But look at you now, also excited, and Unu just and no quietly, have social media, and it's even a thing of shame. You know that now a different fundraising inside the BRGIE government. It's ridiculous. I don't know when you guys are gonna put an end to all this. Even make them check okay that now we're beginning to see some sort of sanity. You know, so from all indications now, una form goes in group because fundraising now unu na-eme anụ money na ke ihe unu go-eji the money na-eme ebe ọ bụ na oge nke na obu APM technically he doesn't have access to the account because it's not a signatory to it. So meaning unu na-eme fundraising nke unu na-enweta ego nke unu jiri aka unu na-asị okay no ha ka ị ga-eji ego ha ị na-enweta na-eme ndị nke na-emezi inside the BRGIE na old account asị ihe a ga-eji. Why all the confusion mgbe ọbụla ọgbaghara every time onye na-eme ka onye ahụ metụ unu onye ga-achịkwa onye nchịta unu, you know, ọ bụghị nke m kwuru nsogbu adị
silent with joy. The most important that na imele so I have to go that na imele ndị ọjọọ. Anyị nwa ka ọ dịziri stand up because I have to the danger. Okay, nke la ndị ngozi ọla bụ golo Fulani presenting at their
I get creative
and we can never give them that chance to win.
Adadioramma, the lady Baba Puchazi say no one question at the answer. Yeah, they are Johnson, no Marawa. Oh, now the information
I didn't get her name, but she only just came here to gossip. I don't, honestly, it beats me. The way I see this thing is that the Biafran struggle, well, years before now, was like a brotherhood. You know, it was a thing of joy, a thing of pride to say that you were part of the Biafran struggle a few years ago, to be honest, you know, and it was like a close-knit family. Your fellow Biafran ka facilitate or even just like beat somebody in the Western world or anywhere, or that you guys would be in solidarity, help one another. That's how we used to be. But in people are making enemies left, right, center. Just and even the tone of her voice, you will know that she's nothing but a gossip, because that's the only thing she came here to do.
Not be ready inside the question and the answer. I am serious only there for question and the answer. Only I say there for question and the answer.
Okay, Kelly.
Okay, Karen.
Oh, whatever top no brain no sonny akpara ko oge.
Oh, brain no sonny akpara one yan dey dey fini na ona ago.
No, sonny akpara one was is he a first class material? Are you guys not ashamed that no sonny akpara one lead the government? So Bruno Brenu Sonia Barawa Kogan Keren depending on, for example. That mean who is Sonia Barawa? That is the question. Onyebu Sonia Barawa. Eh? So among non dinner support to Biafra, no one anybody where the capacity lead in that magnitude or in that position. Now, so since you believe no get kere and we head the anime, then what bro Sonia Barawa? Onyebu Sonia Barawa. Boyege lead haka, something as in that magnitude of BRGIE. So when any other person will lead in that capacity.
That guy Abrosabotua. Now right from time. I'm another guy when your job. The boy is slow poison. Since Simon Eba, the way this guy should play his game, can't suspect there was something wrong somewhere. When I could get Adadioramma, one of our brother.
So Unumana, this guy Abu Hezbo Madu, not something suspicious, but to the mayor elect as APM. Where even this Mama Onowu and Dada, who were not in support right from the first the word go, later went back to to be under his government. But yeah, that from the word go that Naonya Abu Hezbo, that there's something fishy about him. Why you were elected to that position? Is that not the question that you guys should be asking yourselves?
No, America. Or go busy because that our brother Yana Puta. I like that our brother put Obina Tomoto. Even at this program, okay. Okay, you come something. Like that, my brother, because information only about talking, and I like Rene because that guy, that man, Mandrianama, he Hamirani, he Hamilton Biafra, he Hamilton Mazen Simon Eba, Namazan Andokan. It shall never be well with them. It is over.
From Biafra land. Sim Mafunkiru Cabo lawyer na London. Not that Petonia. If I go on actually, not the obedient. No.
Mama, no, one would expect more from you, if not for anything else, for your age and for all the things that you say you have attained in life. One would expect more from you. Obuho in a situation like this, not try to prefer peace. Escalate. So okay, na onye kpọrọ gị na Nkiruka na lawyer ọ bụ na ha ekpeta ọnụ ya onye kpọrọ gị. How do we have any proof that somebody kpọrọ gị n'eziokwu? How do we know that? So if you had come to this program to probably explain the new and old account and how it would be fine. In your position as to a Mama Biafra Hanyeregi, and if not even for that Mama Biafra Hanyeregi, for your age as well, and for a more debu, somebody have good in Kahu, now boy, Hadara, but Imba, Unule Buroche, about your fellow Biafrans, about Undininu, all these people, you are all supposed to have been under Simon Epa, or you were all followers of Simon Epa. So what went wrong? Oh, Nunile Gapara. Kadima here, a Finland, Gary declared Biafra, all of you. And you were, technically, you all worked as a team to achieve that. So, you have your own selfish interests. Because there are things that you won't allow to escalate. Because okay, we need to do something in the interest of this our main goal. But it's obvious that now people with their own selfish interests, Hannah fighting for. But if you won't let me get my way, everything.
Simon asked my call like it P2B on the obedient.
My platform.
Okay, let me allow.
Osi ya kwa nke a no na akara ya bata obie. Osi ya kita na ya na mgbe yohu amaghị ibere kita ya amara gị ibe.
I watch that your program that day in that in Kiru Biarana your program. I can remember how excited you were when I see a nig. Hey, nig me invite especially. Not going to choni me pekameria. Go obia kawaro hamakan kawarunu because no man no watara. The government structure and what you guys were supposed to be doing, you were so excited. And that day, when I say I'm Nkiru, Nkebo obedient. I know that Nkiru on X, yeah, she was obedient. In fact, me too, I was surprised when she did a switch. And I know that a lot of people have also confronted her in spaces on X. Why? And she explained the same thing Omer explained the other on your program. And Dama too. Is where is that to her defense to that caller. You were defending her very strongly. And no bugodi no jehere no who go by the light. No who go the light now. So you guys will pardon Vam 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 Bonyes na Master Simon and Biafra Gedisi and whatever it is that he said. But now is it not the same situation? Vam 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 Jeheru, who are against the struggle, who are against Master Simon Neneso, but he came back and he's a major player. Some of Nkiru may not have been in support of the struggle before, and the point on who's at the light, where see no here. This is where the lights I'm supposed to come, and then we'll make a U-turn where there's a rule. So what right do you have to say that that's not obedient? Now, obedient now, also going to obedient to work on. Just like all of you, I may go U-turn from one point to the other, they go turn or back. So it's the same thing.
Spanish,
doesn't mean no na area. On a area. You go in to see that sometimes the way this Mama Anya Mamundo would say I expect more, from a woman of her caliber. I honestly expect more decorum. Expect bro like a more don't just no because the way people now not here put area bu always got na now onye na-ekwu eziokwu esi mba na ọ na-ewepụta ire ọbụkwa nke ahụ ka a ga-ejide aka a faceless woman now wants to tell them what to do. She's now part of you.
From here.
Why Kigeji alone? Why Kigeji? Already can any rugoff. Why Kigeji?
Adadioramma.
If I am away,
People na Lagos na-eji ebe akwa.
I don't know what
you know. One year working consult business house. Mana since na akuto ụlọ ndị ụmụnna anyị na-akabịa na Lagos. Mgbe ole ka Peter Obi ga na-adị eje ebe akwa?
Program.
Nigeria happen go to Peter Obi. I don't know when you can safer. All happen go. When you serve Nigeria, you will return in shame. Prophet and you
Yes.
When you serve Nigeria, you must return in shame. Nothing in Peter Obi. And the carbon and Rofaka get near more. Hey.
I don't know. The Lord is your strength. You see, I don't know the age is everybody. On maybe 65 years.
Go see Papa. What's it?
Yes. Yes. The spirit of Biafra Mognime. Many you approach.
Can 73 decade Ikilium or what event Nemo.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I mean, for a woman of 73-year-old, I give it to you. You've done well for yourself. You're very strong. You're very well. You look very strong. You look very healthy. And not everybody can achieve that at that age. And thank God for preserving your life and many more years and the health. You know, you are strong and not support to support to. But then, like I said earlier, I expect at this point, and we know now, bozi heni lebu tibozo, bozi heni lebu, yes, come here, ekwe kem kuruka, kakuri everything. Positioning us now, position mpokota, position no gabo, no more ihe si na-emebi asị ka aga kwuru mama Onowu na ama na aga kwuru ya na oga salvage this situation, you know, just like Otis West may intervene regarding the account, for example. For me, I don't know if it was you that initiated it, but however, the people that initiated it an account to only one person, but the signatory. That was a good step in the right direction. Do you people not think that it's time to re-strategize instead of India on one side, not India on one side, not it's quite shameful.
Adadioramma say no na-enye energy ma fa na-akpali asị
ọ na-enye m energy
ọ na-boost m mgbe dị ịkpọle m ka m na-amụli amụ ana m amụ gị amụ
ọ bata obi adịna maazị Nnamdị Kanụ sị na hello ọnwụ na ime ibe ba anaghị ekwu maka gị hello nna m ụtụtụ ọma.
Ụtụtụ ọma. Good morning from here.
Ụtụtụ ọma ezi nwanne m.
Everything I have to say is that like
now me ponu ku oku
now ka onye ndụ dị n'ime nna m kwube ka onye ndụ dị n'ime ide kwuzi okwu ka onye Biafra kwube okwu ọfụma.
you that shouting, are you a Biafra woman? You know, go keep quiet from there. Are you a Biafra? You are a Biafra. You are destroying what you are.
Look at because take on your off now on your hi, destroying.
That's no money.
Anya can do attack. Anya malo that na mo gwa mo na onya aburo ni otu anyi.
I want more bulagwa anything. You people should just stop all this. I was not snatching saying one more wagon. I mean, the guy was annoying. Even before Mamono was here, he never na shout to say I'm a pain on Ukuoku. It's an annoying, he was annoying the way he came. Anyway.
Today's we get powerful. Okay. Well, you do me, I do you. God no go vex. You know what thank you. I know thank you.
Hello, Adam.
And
good evening, ma.
Amazing man.
Big mommy, mommy. Onowu. Mommy, you guys ready for coming out again?
I can't word I wrote. I just got my
strength to us. They are running for one. Well, my sister, Dream Queen. Or comment section. And I mean, with the encouragement. So, no. Need him encouragement. I'm not Jew, Chineke si akedukwanụ ndị akwanye ihe ebe anyị agbaga mana the Lord is our strength. O nwere okwu adọkpuru mgbe ha nọ.
The thing is that you need to take care of your mental health. At the end of the day, because of ndị kwe. Ndị nke a na-achieve proof no ha dị more righteous than the others. Ndị nke a na-achieve proof no ha ka wee mara ihe than the others. So ọ bụrụ na build onwe onye na-esi n'eze bịa destroy you. Ọ bụ unu nwa na-esikwa inside unu ahụ otu ahụ ihe kedu otu esi ekwu ya ihe na-ata something or that thing n'ime. Oh my God, what's that Igbo adage? You know, okwa that thing. Ihe na-ata something ya n'ime. Anyway, I will find it later. So okunu wa na-ebuild kwa okunu wa na-destroy na kunu. Emezi unu emewe unu accused na onye abụ onye sabo Nigeria government na onye nkogo. You guys know that all these are propaganda. Na Nigerian government nwere time to that extent. All these people penny can destroy. If they want to, obviously they want to destroy the agitation, and they know ways that they've done it, which is Adadioramma and Namdekan. So since the center has not been able to hold. Then Mazi Simon Epa. So Nigeria government they know how to do it better than all these ones who they accuse. Nigerian government in the onye abu goro fulani, onye abu sabo, onye abu okunu wana emo accuse. Okunu ga apotokwa okunu ndi obu arobara. Aboko onye ọzọ ga-akpọkwu unu ọnụ wa na-eme onwe na accuse ọkụ na-ebido ọkụ na-destroy. So my dear sister, you need to be able to take care of your mental health. You need to, because at the end of the day, when the chips are down, you're on your own. All these people, in fact, they won't even remember that you ever existed at one point. So and okay, even this and that. You guys need to be able to take care of yourselves. You know, self-care is very, very important. No matter your level of emotion, but you should be able to look after yourself. Number one comes first.
I burst into tears and stopped on my treadmill, banning locker room, Jebero Makamaka. On a help Mbepuya, Ahu Ekulu. Yeah, Apakokwam Wemono.
Nemia, Pussy Bakwaga.
No, yeah, so in about ijeba. Anyway, ihe na-emekwa anyway, otos gwara ibe akwa. I will not blame onye na-ebe akwa because all this embarrassment na-eme everywhere. Otos gwara mmadụ ibe akwa, you know. So I wouldn't really blame you, ma akwa go oge. Because even when you get to that point where you're like, what is going on? Like I said some time ago, January, February, BRGIE, USB, or but all go now, that we've got some sort of stability. People have begun to accept it. That is how it is. And then I support to USB and I support, and then I support to BRGIE and I support. The Econ, even though there are some channels dedicated to all they would do, but Adadioramma, people like a Humble Lion and Co. But at least the level of insult and the a true about some sort of sanity. Within BRGIE, you know, so but like I said earlier, you need to be able to take care of yourself and protect your mental health.
Now, agwagide m na-ebezi na nkwụsị ibe.
O nwere okwu Ada kwuru mgbe nọ na Jim, Ada sị na ya agaghị eme Simon abandon. Ọ bụ na
jide onwe ya aka, nne m, jide onwe ya aka.
Ọ bụ na Simon dere Ada ihe agaghị ịghọta, mana Chineke ga-abụ onye inye aka anyị.
Yes.
Okay, Akwa Wanya is breaking my heart listening to her. I'm gonna fast forward her. You know, all these things Akara installate. Okay, in fact, how do you know possible that all these things will happen? So, Obido from Mazin Namdekano, because Obana Mazin Namdekano. But like the thing is, it's like a trend, sort of. You know, Okwa Ufata him and DDOS, Okwa Hinyamakwa, everything's what. When Simon Ekpa is not there, you know, his own stuff fell apart because people sort of learned from him how to tackle it. May had wake a woman have boy. When BRGIE say the BRGIE cannot bonding gets no harm bunde Simon Ekpa. In fact, maybe the 2 weeks as because na had Simon Ekpa na court, and I mean na Finland na court to say picture with them and spoke with them. So now all the go hills in case Simon Ekpa support, and we were meant to understand na Adadioramma USB or senior Amaho about it. Rightly so, because he's been incarcerated before USB was formed anyway. So so the thing bona onye na-ebe akwa biko ebezina ihe nege her voice only break my heart. So I'll try to fast forward her a bit and then we can.
Asị m unu jisi ike biko pepụ onye mụ na ha nọ ihe a na-achọ ịkọwasị mmadụ isi ihe unu nọ now that is ya ọ na-achọ ịdọrụ here. So biko ana m ayọkwana amara Chineke ka anyị control ụwa very fine biko.
That word control is the main thing. People should be able to control themselves. Control. Honestly, how about na-eme ka ndị ara bụ na achọ ịkọwasị ka akọwasịa some beze ga-akwụ ọtọ ọ bụ na ekwe ha na nke m ihe niile ga-asa, because that's the attitude you all have been putting up. You guys should be able to control yourselves.
Eziokwu ka anyị dị serious n'ihe anyị na-eme ọ na-elukuzi so childish. Ọ dị ka comedy ka anyị na-eme.
Adarapia ka okwu because him and ihe na-ekwu bụ eziokwu. What is the comedy kun name? You name the very childish. The guy na-ekwu to si dey and you na-ekwu bụ eziokwu. So listen to him.
Nna m onwe comedy. O nwere ife nchọrọ ime ka ị mara. Watch all these things na-eme na-esi ha anyị n'aka. And then when I'm we ask stop ndị achọ stop nwefa. Watch ihe a n'ebe anyị kwuru na ebe ọ dụgo na oge nkele ebidogo fundraising ye. Watch the cabinet members jelo na that fundraising kick her out. Mad na okay what I go. Now ebe emego the account ebe emego megide ka piece do still oge nkele achọ on that piece because actually destroy everything. Now I mean that na about these two accounts. Onye ye donate na old account oje donate ye onye ye donate na new account nke Mama Biafra and Adazayon name oje donate ye okwe watago so all the like that. Now Biafrans have to go even again. The return na yo mwajani our land is going. Let go actually only on have go the any this economy Biafra. Now every Saturday
your land is going. That's your specialty. Your land is going. Now, because Unugaha isn't in charge of fundraising. So, Kahuzano Tunugesi will secure land, you know, go. You couldn't go fundraising in Kunu. Account in Kunu. So, we'll all be here to see how it goes. Okay, guys, that will be me finishing. And if you joined in, thank you for joining in. And please help to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel for more, so you will be able to get notification whenever I'm coming live. Okay. All right, thank you. So I hope to see you guys again in my next one, and before then, take good care of yourself.
Hi all, it's been amazing.
Get It First is here for you again to tell you all you need to know. Get It First, home for all. Queen Diva, just to follow, get motivated and educated. In Diva, the force is here for you. Against all odds, we are pushing higher, higher. We are moving higher, higher. We are crossing boundaries, boundaries. In Diva, oh, oh.